Yes, sure. Top of the Monday to you all, and I'm sure you had a great weekend. Of course, it's been amazing out here, even though it was a dark Sunday. Yes, of course, everybody knows what happened in our Ondo state, and our condolences goes out to the family and friends of all the lives that were lost. And of course, I hope, the country does something about it. But you know how we do it on the show. We have intellectual conversations, dope narrations, analysis, and of course, dissection. I never do this alone. I always come with the gang. When I say gang, I mean Elile, my right-hand girl, and of course, the sugar of Lagos has decided to grace us with his presence. How fun, now?
I'm here today, so...
Yeah, now, where you been, though? Why'd you go MIA?
It was like I went MIA. I was trying to sort out a few things just to make sure I come here and,
So are you here to stay now?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. So a new addition to the family. So we're growing, and of course now you know that the conversations will be deeper and the narrations will be better. And of course, you can join the conversation by calling in on 0909-8408-408 to share your opinions on trending discussions. And of course, it is Motivational Monday. It is time for you to be Monday-vated. And of course, let's see the first motivational video for today.
Being nice doesn't make you likable. The human brain is designed to gather resources and look for threats. It's also habit forming, which means anything that repeats and is not a threat will be ignored. If you're spending your time trying to show everyone that you're not dangerous and you're always available to help, then you will at best be momentarily praised and then ignored, because your lack of danger makes you irrelevant to one part of the brain, and your constant availability makes you habit forming and worthy of being taken for granted by the other. It's not that people are treating you unfairly after your acts of niceness. It's that you're not observing the laws of the nature of the human mind. You should be nice occasionally because you desire to be nice, not because you think you should be, or because it will get you something, because it won't. Being nice isn't how you get what you want. And when you fully internalize that truth, your mind will be willing to look for more direct connections between what you want and how to get it. There are other ways to make the world a better place than by laying yourself out as a doormat for everyone else. Being nice doesn't make you likable. The human brain is designed to gather resources and look for threats. It's also habit forming, which means anything that repeats and is not a threat will be ignored. If you're spending your time trying to show everyone that you're not dangerous and you're always available to help, then you will at best be momentarily praised and then ignored, because your lack of danger makes you irrelevant to one part of the brain, and your constant availability makes you habit forming and worthy of being taken for granted by the other. It's not that people are treating you unfairly after your acts of niceness. It's that you're not observing the laws of the nature of the human mind. You should be nice occasionally because you desire to be nice, not because you think you should be, or because it will get you something, because it won't. Being nice isn't how you get what you want. And when you fully internalize that truth, your mind will be willing to look for more direct connections between what you want and how to get it. There are other ways to make the world a better place than by laying yourself out as a doormat.
Alrighty, welcome back, and I'm sure somebody picked a thing or two from that. I'd like to get your take. What did you take away from that?
The very last line for me: you should not spread yourself as a doormat to everybody, because what they are going to do is what should be done on a doormat. They walk over you, and of course, it's when you've gotten so old and you've gotten so worn out and everything, they throw you aside and they bring a new doormat to walk on. So just like he said, it's one thing to be nice, it's another thing to just make yourself constantly available. Now, I'm not saying being available is a bad thing, but I feel even every good thing should have a limit. You should know when to, okay, I'm not going to be a terrible person now, but I feel I need to tone down on this thing. I feel you need to want me. Like he said, it's because you are habit forming, you are always available. Of course, I know that if there's always there now, so if I finish doing everything I want to do, if there's always there, you get that kind of drift, that sort of thing. So I feel you should make yourself valuable.
So that's how you've been treating me like that.
No, but...
Anyways, Sugar, what do you have to say?
I think being nice is relative, right? Because some people, no matter how nice you go with them, right, they're still going to look at you as, no, you're not nice enough, or you're not as nice as this person. So I feel making yourself very accessible sometimes is a very big problem, because you make yourself accessible as you're trying to be nice. You try to always trying to be
people's person.
Yes, I want to be this person. Hey, everything. So I feel just Being yourself and let people think what they want to think about you. Hey, that guy's a wicked guy. Yes.
Wickedness is the core.
I tell you, man. That's
All right, man. Like, you know, there was a time I said it on this table when I was like, I asked you, was it you when I asked that, would you rather be feared or respected?
I said you'd be feared, right?
I'd rather be feared.
Yes, I'd rather be feared.
Okay, I had the first perspective. Why would you be rather feared than respected?
Now here is it. Yeah, people respect. Respect depends on the individual. Some people might respect you because of what they're getting from you.
Okay.
They feel, okay, this person, I'm only respecting this person because, okay, for instance, your gate man is only respecting you because
you're
paying salary.
paying, yeah.
The day you stop paying salary, he will bring out.
You know, go fear you.
You understand? Sometimes people respect you because they feel they can gain something from you. You're this person.
Boss man.
Yeah, boss. So, have you ever walked on the street and somebody see you like, hey, Ife,
Bro, you should come to my estate. But the day they beat me, nobody come outside.
You get it? So that's it.
Do you get what I mean? Like, you should come to my estate. Like, everybody's like, yo, I was looking around. Where are those people that used to beat me now? Nobody showed up.
I tell you.
Do you get what I mean? So I'd rather be feared. But because if I was feared, that wouldn't have happened because everybody was scared.
Make this make so much sense. And I'm like, wow.
Anyway, so back to this particular video. For me, right, like you said, being nice is relative, but for me, being nice is an habit. It's your attitude. It is
just you.
your character. For me, it isn't a problem. So I went out with my girlfriend and a friend the other day, and I was making a joke with, you know, a random boy and all of that, and the boy was so young, and then we now started joking to the point that I said, Abi bros, you know, it was now becoming a bit rude in their opinion, but I was like, nah, man, like, yeah, this guy was just messing around. I was the one who started the joke. I'm just being nice to this guy who has probably not seen anybody to be nice to him. And the guy was like, no, you need to stop playing with these kids like that and all that. I'm like, nah, man, like, come on, man. This probably made his day. The fact that he could even talk back to somebody, building his confidence. So that's my character. I can't help but be nice. But can I be wicked? Very. Do you understand? So I think that it's about balance. You can be nice and be wicked. You can be nice and be the type of person that people would not want to mess with, because when I need to let loose, I let everybody know. If I para for this office now, everybody go hear my voice from top to bottom. Do you understand? Everybody will hear my voice, and then it will happen again. Do you understand? And if it happens again, I flip again. Do you understand? So that way, people know that there are boundaries. Oh, this guy can play, this guy can joke. But there are certain times that there's certain things that we can't do. You can't play with my job. Do you get what I mean? Like, you can't play with things that I'm actually passionate about. But play about my outfit, play about my looks, play about my head, play about my head. Let's take up now you, let's catch trips on our cruise. Do you get what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's certain things, there's certain lines you can't cross, and that's just it. Anyways, yes, let's see the second motivational video.
You work hard, you make money, you do it for yourself. That's not life. You go out, you seek for people who need your help. You make their lives better. You become that sponge which can absorb all the negativity, and you become that person who can emit beautiful, positive vibes. And when you realize that you have changed someone's life, and because of you, this person didn't give up, that is the day when you live. You work hard, you make money, you do it for yourself. That's not life. You go out, you seek for people who need your help. You make their lives better. You become that sponge which can absorb all the negativity, and you become that person who can emit beautiful, positive vibes. And when you realize that you have changed someone's life, and because of you, this person didn't give up, that is the day when you live.
Yes, you're welcome back. And of course, yes.
At this point in time in my life, I'm the one that needs somebody to change her life.
As in, please, can somebody watch this video and say they want to help me?
But why would you want somebody to change your life? You can change your life yourself.
No, please don't do that.
Please don't chase
do
our
that.
If your own life has changed, you see, your own life.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, can we stick to our lives?
By lifting others.
Okay.
I want to be lifted.
Please, let's stick to our life. If your own life has changed and you don't
It doesn't
need
change you. I need help. But
no, you don't need that. No, please, nobody should help you down Lagos. So you have made it.
What do you think?
All right, go on. Let's listen to you.
I feel just as she said, you work hard, you make money, right? You work hard, you make money, and some people feel when you make money and you start living that life, it's when you become the real person. I always say something, when you make that money, I feel when you become that one person that people will look up to and say, hey, look, that guy. Like some people will tell you, hey, I'm a rich guy. I'm like, how do you know you're a rich guy? Can I go to your estate and be like, hey, do you know if and that guy will help me sort out my rent, or that guy will help me, or they're gonna be like, that guy get money, but it's stingy. So I feel it's when you start impacting other people, that's when I feel that, okay, yes, you've actually worked hard and you've made money and you impacted people, yeah.
Okay, so I actually respect that. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring this back to Zlatan Ibile and my estate again. So now let me tell you.
Wait, does Zlatan Ibile, does he stay in your estate?
Yes, it does. Stay.
Oh, he does?
Yes, now.
Okay.
That's why it's even weird. So this was even before the incident, right? So there was this day that Zlatan was driving in front of me, and they were passing one estate gate that is not usually our own route. Do you get what I mean? And then I was like, instead of me not stop because they were not boss. I say instead of me not stop Zlatan, and they say, Baba, you try pass Zlatan, leave that one. And this was before the incident. So what he said made a lot of sense to me. And I was like, okay, so Baba, you said they try pass Zlatan, because every time if now 500, now 1K,
you get it, yeah.
But those are all wine up, they form celebrity gang, you get, and living a reckless lifestyle. So I get where Sugar is coming from. That what impact do you have on people? Are you that guy that they see and we know him, or are you that guy that say, that guy, you know, our person?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like it's totally different. And you remember when we're talking about Trench's video? Yeah. And I said that's exactly something that I would like to do, you know, pick up people from the street. But I said my own problem is
you carry them home.
I don't know if you drop them back from the streets. Do you understand? It's a character to be nice. Yeah. And I just feel like, you know, a lot of people just want to do all those things because they want validation. They want to be nice to other people. They want to help other people. Because of validation, they're the ones that will come out that, do you remember what I did for you? Have you forgotten? Yeah. Should we bring it back to our
seats and everything?
Should we put it back to one presidential aspirant? Should we bring it back there? I called all the people that he has helped. I brought this one here.
He wants to be president because it's his turn.
Come on.
You guys.
So do you get what I'm saying? That so now that's a very influential people that has helped a lot of people. But do they regard him? Now they do, because why? They fear him. Do you get the difference? Yeah. They fear him. So they regard him. That's the difference. Yeah. But it doesn't change the fact that he has helped people's lives.
Yeah.
But talking about it is the problem.
Wait, let me get something. Are you saying that when you help people, right, you shouldn't come out and say it?
Yeah, that's what I believe. I don't need anybody
to
know.
But you know, at the same time, I feel like there are times when speaking about it is necessary.
You just have to remind people. Yeah.
For me, it's not even about me.
Okay.
It's not about me doing the good of something. It's about prompting other people to be just as good. I mean, I've seen situations, my mom, back during Corona and everything, when my mom, my brothers, they sent money, okay, go to the orphanage, do this, do that and everything. So my mom was like, she told them in church that, okay, she's going to the orphanage, that's our diocesan orphanage, something like that. She's going there. And a lot of people, So you see, when you say at times, so it's not about seeking validation. You might just be looking for support. You want people to do more. Now, where your power reach,
I want to bring the Bible into play here. The Bible says, if the right hand gives, the left hand shouldn't know about it. Do you understand? So, and I'm a spiritual person. I'm not going to call myself a religious person. I believe in things like that. I believe in what goes around comes around. Sometimes, safe, I dey give because I want get.
You get it, right?
Do you get what I mean? Like, I know that if I do to this person will pray for me. Yeah. Do you understand?
You get it, right?
So, like, it's not even about what the person has to offer. Sometimes I do it because I need your spirit to be happy and pray for me. Do you understand? So sometimes I just do it because I also need. So I could be selfish with my giving sometimes, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I won't go around broadcasting it. Do you get like, I give like 50 beggars?
Okay. So how do you rate the NGOs, right? If you have an NGO, so you go out on the street and you're making videos and you're giving people food, you're giving people money. So are you saying that you're trying to just let people know, okay, hey, look, I'm doing this, or it's?
Well, if it's for motivational purposes, like the example she gave to encourage other people, what I don't see at the end of those post is,
Yeah.
my fellow colleagues, please, can you do the same? Can you?
Okay.
I never see
That's
that.
going to put it in perspective.
Do you understand? Like,
Yeah.
bring it like, ginger other people to do these things. Do you get what I mean? But if you're not doing that and you're just coming, I'm looking at you like, man. So look, have you guys forgotten one person that gave some widows 1 tuber of yam and put them on a straight line like assembly and told them to hold the yam up? Can you guys remember that picture? The outraged Nigerians. So at the end of the day, if people are doing such things because you do so little and you're making so much noise about it, what about people that give people millions of dollars
People that
and
sponsor people to go to school, people that do a whole
do you
lot
get what
more.
I mean?
Yeah, true.
Anyways, there's another motivational video. Let's see that real quick.
There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael Jordan. There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael Jordan. There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael.
Yes, sure. Of course, every disappointment is a blessing.
Blessing.
But see, I was talking to my guy. I said, I told him that, man, when one door closes, others, we said, Baba, the door where you see, stay there. The one where you know, stay there. See, unless they want to show you the furniture guy, where they make those other doors.
The bed he had is 500 in the bush.
So, what I see from this video is that sometimes you get disappointed, sometimes you lose certain things, sometimes you don't even see the blessing in it. Sometimes your current situation is probably only preparing you for, the greater things. Sometimes you just need to know how to handle certain things, certain situations, how to be in the gutter, how to be broke, how to be rich, how to be sad, how to be happy, how to be, do you get what I mean? You just...
I'm trying to understand that part, how to be broke. Like, how do you learn how to be broke?
No,
No, sometimes
understanding.
you don't learn how to be broke, but
Okay.
you understand what broke feels like.
Okay, you understand what broke.
If you don't understand
yeah.
what broke feels like, how do you stay rich?
True.
So when the money comes, you spend it lavishly. Because if you've been having money, you would not know. Okay, so let me bring myself into... So growing up, I had everything. My parents provided. I had it. But when I moved out of the house, I knew what bills were.
Adulthood.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? Like, I did not understand. I felt broke. I felt poor. Do you understand? Because I didn't experience it. But guess what? My friends that didn't come from a well-to-do family or did not have the opportunities I had, they were doing a lot better than me.
Great.
Do you understand?
Because they've taken control of the situation.
They understood what
the
it
situation,
meant. Now, I was not learning how to save. They have been saving. Do you get what I mean?
True.
Now, I was now beginning to learn things afresh. My peers were years ahead of me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, I feel like if you don't know certain things, you can't control certain things. And I felt it, and yes, that's why I would never be broke again.
Amen. Preach, preacher.
Yeah, so that's what it is. But at the end of the day, almost sometimes you just need to feel certain things, some opportunities, some failures, some downtime moments. I just meant to,
you just
make
take
you
what
better.
you can from there. You can learn what you can. Just understand that, okay, it's happened. I always tell myself, like, I'm a very emotional person. Things get to me very easily. But at the same time, I always tell myself, it has already happened. What can I do about it? It's just to look towards the next thing that I can go to or I can fall back on. Or at times, just take a breather. Like you said, understand the situation. Understanding the situation gives you power to be able to navigate it.
I think sometimes life will hand you that bag that will make you think and feel like, oh, look, this is a lesson. It's a lesson for me to learn for where I am headed to. Instead of you just feeling like, oh, man, this is it. The bag is for me to pack. So sometimes when things happen, I usually tell myself, okay, this is like a course I need to go through to get to the next level. So,
all right, so I was speaking to a friend and he told me something that I've never forgotten that. He said, always take your L's. And I was like, okay, But bro, I always want to win. He said, who's talking
Right.
about losses? Take your lessons.
Oh, I actually thought you were saying losses.
Yeah, do you understand? I
Yeah.
thought he was saying that too, and I responded like, I always want to win. Like, that's different. And he was like, no, he's talking about losses. Take your lessons.
Yeah.
Everything, all your losses
Yeah.
are lessons.
Lessons.
Yeah.
But don't see them as losses. Sometimes you lose money, you invest in the wrong
Yeah.
business, you do. But will you invest in that business or that type of business
tell
again? You
you.
have taken the lesson.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
I remember one time my dad asked me, like, why do we make mistakes? And are you supposed to make mistake? And we're like, well, yeah. He said, yeah, okay, yes, it's cool. You are supposed to make mistake, but do you know that there's no mistake that hasn't been done before? So why do you make it? So you are to learn from the people's mistake and make sure you use that as to an advantage. So when you're not learning, so I love that point, is it? Take your arrows. Your arrows is your move, yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Yes, you can join the conversation by calling in on 0909-84848. But we will go on a quick music break. And of course, tea time. We'll be right back. Go nowhere. Welcome back. Yes, Fave, my favorite girl. Yes. What you guys think of Fave?
I feel she's a fantastic singer.
All right. So I want to start a controversy, right?
Okay.
Every year, we always know by mid-year who's going to be popping in December. But in 2022, we can't name one person that isn't from last year. Do we have new artists out there that you can say, man, in December, and this guy will be billed on all shows and stuff?
I think basically, yeah, it's still the same old people. The same old people, the giants of Africa, the Davido, the Whiskey, the Burna Boy, and because you rather go for a show that a Burna Boy is performing than go for a show that a Victorini or any of these other guys are performing. So if you have a show that's going to host Whiskey and Davido, and have another show that's going to host maybe, I don't appeal to anybody, but,
Yeah, but
someone
We
like these
understand,
artists, you look, man, let me go
But
for this show. So
yeah.
it's
Value.
basically
No, but what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
like, no artist want blow this year. You understand? Like in 2020, we had the likes of Bella Shmurda. Last year we
Yeah.
had Evie. We had Ira
Yeah.
Star. We had
like
Fave. We had, come on, then plenty now. I can go on and on. You know, in 2019, we had the likes of Joe Boy. You know,
Yeah.
the likes.
That year was the year.
Did you hear what I'm saying? Like,
I think what has happened here, the whole Afrobeat movement and the whole digital streaming platform, what's happening right now is this. Most people have finally realized that, just like I said, they will never blow. But it will make, yes, there are people who've accepted all of that. They're like, look, I'm not going to ever blow for this music business, but I can make money. I have my crowd. Right, there are certain places I can actually go and perform. They are fantastic artists. There's a particular artist in which, let me not mention her name though, and she was like, for every show she goes for, she gets nothing less than 250,000 naira for a show.
Upcoming?
Yes,
Emerging
upcoming,
artist?
yes. Just like,
Okay.
a fresh out artist. And guess what, 250K, some people be like, oh, nah, that's small, when your mates are collecting 1.5. But guess what? She gets it like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's on a constant. She has a crowd. She's not like the regular stage BBB. No, she's the regular, me and my guitar, me and the microphone, and she's do my thing. But she gets that. And it's a constant.
That's the satisfaction for her.
That's it. For instance, okay, let me just mention names. Have you guys heard about Molade?
no, I don't know.
Okay, now, have you heard about the adulthood song? It's trending right now. Adulthood na scam.
Adulthood
Yeah.
na
Now,
Okay, that's Molade.
That's Molade.
Is it the same girl that did a cover
That's
of
Molade.
Overdose?
of course,
Okay,
yeah, that the
then.
Jazzy give 1 million.
Yeah.
I said something like, someone like Molade is comfortable with the way she is. Most of your ads from your big multinationals are being done by her. It's her voice. And she's well paid. So she's like, oh, I can't come out and start contesting with Tiwa, Yemi Alade, and the likes. The same thing as, what's her name, Deborah. Have you guys heard Deborah?
Yeah.
Now, that's another artist that feel like, I'm in my space. I rather make TikTok videos and get, become an influencer with my
The bird
song.
should be here on Wednesday, actually.
You get it? So it's most of them are already satisfied with where they are right now. They don't want to be like, I don't want to go and be in that space. And the numbers, the strips.
But for me, right? Okay, let me she come. I just feel like, see, Deborah is ready to compete, but she sounds like somebody we know, and nobody's gonna give her that opportunity to take people's spaces. Deborah is more talented than all those people, in the mainstream. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the only reason why Deborah is not out there. She's not comfortable. I know her. She's not comfortable at all.
Then again, it's taming, right? Most production houses or we never have record labels these days. What we just have is just management. They want artists that can actually tame. They can be like, oh, look, this is how we want you to roll. And most of these artists don't want to roll that way. They already have this thing in their head of, oh, when you sign me, you give me one Prado Jeep, you give me one house in Lekki, you start paying me like 1 million every month. So, and most record labels will be like, look, you're going to work. You're going to give me this and give me this. Is when you start performing and start earning money, I start paying you. So most of them, when you don't give them this offer, it becomes a problem. And the major labels have put it in their faces like, this is what we do. Most people think, oh, Maven is actually paying the artists but I know some of those people, they just live in.
The name,
they just live in.
And then they leave on endorsements.
Endorsement, exactly, yeah.
Anyways, it's time to move on to the first story of the day. And yes, it's still about Black Sunday. Yes. Black Sunday. And yes, on Sunday, June 5th, 2022, not fewer than 40 worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owailua Street, Ondo State, were murdered in cold blood. According to several reports, the worshippers were murdered by gunmen, while others said it was as a result of an explosion. Since the news broke, several Nigerian celebrities have reacted to the mass murder. Mr. Macaroni tweeted, "Killing upon killings in Nigeria. It's happening simultaneously in the south, west, east, and north. How many of these criminals have been apprehended? What exactly is the government doing to secure the lives of Nigerians apart from offering condolences every damn time?" Yemi Alade tweeted, "How, where, who, when, what do we do? Who do we hold accountable for our security and safety? I just landed and I see this. I'm so heartbroken. This is my state. Oh God, please." Don Jazzy tweeted, "My heart goes out to the relatives and friends of victims of the gruesome killings in Owo, Ondo State today. This is a crime against humanity. We shouldn't be tolerated in any civil society." I repeat that line, in any civil society. It makes me feel like we have no regard for life. Now, we've seen a country like America where this happens all the time, everybody has access to guns. My question is, we're not in that type of country where I can just walk to buy a gun. So I saw like a short documentary on Instagram, right, where a 12-year-old child, a minor, went to a liquor store, said, "I want to buy alcohol." They didn't give the child. This was in America. They did not give the child the alcohol. They're like, "Where's your ID card? How old are you?" The boy couldn't get it. He went to an adult store, tried to get stuff. They're like, "How old are you?" "Sorry, you can't get it." He tried to get cigarettes. "How old are you?" "You can't get it." Boy walked into a pawn shop and walked out with a gun. A 12-year-old boy. Now, that's a country where that is allowed. But in our country, Nigeria, how do they get these guns? Then you now find out that they're using sophisticated weapons as well. Who supplies these guns? So there has to be higher powers in play. The people that know about these things that just don't care about the life. Because I don't know how a state like Ondo is not that big, that we can't flush these people out in 24 hours if we actually want to do it. Do you know what I mean? But people keep talking, pointing fingers, and before you know it, another thing will happen. Events will overtake, and we're moving on, and we keep suffering and smiling. Like yesterday, I just couldn't believe it. It made me grateful for life because, look, these people just went to pray. Some of them even went there because they had problems they were trying to talk to God about and to solve.
Imagine going to church. Imagine not going to church and you're saying, "Thank God I didn't go to church today." Then you then add the clause that girls, my body they do me for money. I know God now make me sit down for house. Like you can imagine a Christian telling you, "Thank God I didn't go to church." Like this whole thing is just.
See, I went on Twitter, right, and I had somebody tweeted and they're like, this is the reason why I don't go to church. I'm like,
You
wow,
can imagine.
is that where we are right now? I tweeted something. I said, just the fact that you stay in Lagos, some nice areas of Abuja, because Abuja is not even safe anymore, or in Port Harcourt, you feel, okay, look, man, Nigeria is good.
soft.
It's soft. Everywhere is chill. These guys in these areas, Ondo, Kogi State, Nasarawa, Kaduna, I have friends over there that will tell me, look, if you are walking, you need to watch over your shoulders. It's more like you're living in some
A war zone.
A war zone. So I'm like, look, man, there's a whole lot that needs to be addressed. They're talking about the whole Ondo killings. The first thing that came to my mind, like, just like you said, Ondo is a small town. That all is even a small town. Whatever happened to intelligence report? What is our intelligence report units doing in the police, the army? Because there's no way, right?
They must pass certain places in and out.
There is no way they would have moved this ammunitions or this, wherever they use the explosives, without somebody hearing, somebody whispering to
Somebody,
a security
yeah,
agency and say, hey, look, something is about to happen, or if this is what you guys need to do. But we always do when it happens. Then we try to say our hearts goes to, our thoughts goes to, then before you know, then the media reports start happening again. It's so sad that we all in the media, right? But yesterday I saw something from some media outlets, and I was
Some
like,
of the biggest.
Some of the biggest that I would rather prefer to go to most of the time, and I'm like, would it kill you if you just report the truth? Why try to, sugarcoat it?
And they now said they're censored as a result of an explosion.
Like that part of it is just insane.
Yeah.
That's why
we saw the videos.
We saw it, and then people are still saying that as a result of an explosion. Yes, they used dynamite. They only blew up the altar. I think that was just for distraction. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
For people to run out so they can shoot.
And everything.
Do you get what I mean?
And everything.
But okay, should we bring religion into this?
Please. It happened in a church already, so I'm sure bringing religion into it is not out of place.
Okay, so for me, right? Do we say these things? We say everything happens for a reason. They say everything is God's plan. Is this part of God's plan?
No.
Because I want to know why.
Someone told me yesterday, because you know, hot takes, me and hot takes. So somebody told me yesterday, I posted on Instagram, I said, and the divine protector was supposed, something, I'm sure you'd have seen it or something, and she texted me that
Some people
God
are
is
asking
always watching,
why didn't the pastor
God is
see
always
this?
watching and everything, and
Yeah.
I asked her, okay, she now asked me, what is God supposed to do? I said, he's supposed to watch over his own. I'm like, she said that evil never goes unpunished. So I'm like, okay, so everything that has happened is just to prove a point that evil never goes unpunished. Why allow evil to happen at all?
Is this part of God's plan? That's my question.
Apparently.
I'm not sure this is part of God's plan.
Does anything happen without...
I think it's the devil's handiwork. That's where I'll put it. And who's the devil again? It's the human beings, the we amongst
Guns
us.
don't kill people.
Exactly,
People
because
kill
people.
there's no way this thing would have happened without somebody actually saying, hey, let's do this. So, we usually say, the last kid, the prelate that was actually kidnapped, and he came out and said, hey, look, he paid, the church members contributed 100 million naira to get him out, and the Nigerian army was saying, hey, look, we got him out. The governor was also saying, hey, we did a whole lot to get him out. And he said, no, you guys didn't do anything. And he revealed a whole lot of things. I expect to have some intelligence report for the Nigerian army, every security agency, to say, hey, look, these guys are here, let's try and beef up security. And how did these... I passed through, I've been to Ondo State a couple of times, right? How did these guys carry these things out? It's like coming to carry something out in Aja, right? So how do you pass VGC? How do you pass it?
Do you get what I'm saying?
So how did they escape after the whole atrocity has been done? So
some people, higher powers, but our heart goes out to all the families of the lives that were lost, and we hope, justice be served. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. Victony has finally reacted to comments from music fans who accused him of faking his walking abnormalities after surviving a ghastly motor accident in 2021. Victony has been attacked by many who believe he used the fact he couldn't work to become famous, accusing him of negatively harnessing people's feelings to position himself in the industry. Talking about the allegations, he said, well, it just happened to come at the right time. Life is funny, but everything just happened. No, I mean, it's all right. You know, we have like smart people and we have like dumb people. Dumb people say dumb stuff and dumb people support them. I wasn't disappointed. I've been saying it since like last year. To me, if it's a problem and you felt I blew because of the wheelchair, come and collect your own fame. I just tweeted it and went to perform. It's really not that deep.
It's not that deep. I mean, we always say, now let us actually assume he was on the wheelchair and he faked the whole thing. We said this on this table last week. Packaging.
Opportunities.
Like, you understand that.
This is the definition of God will not hand you more than you can do. Do you understand? Like, God gave him something and he used it.
Yeah.
Now, God has given other people, and what did they do? Sulk, complain, wallow in their sorrows. They move. I can't work. I'm in a wheelchair. They stop going out. This guy used his disability, his problem, to be a better Victoni.
Yeah, I have
and
to
it was
agree.
working for him.
Yeah.
And Baba said, I cannot walk. It was working, so he could not walk. He was just, see, even if that was the case, please let him be. Go and collect your own and use
Like
it to
you
blow.
rightfully said.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't have any problem with it, but of course, harnessing people's emotions could be seen as
Playing on people's
manipulative.
emotions and everything.
Yeah,
but are there hard facts though to prove that he wasn't actually like?
what I
didn't
think
have-
is, I think people feel like he's been able to walk longer than he said he could. Nobody is saying the accident thing
I mean,
happened.
I like to think he wasn't even asking for a pity party or sorry. Like, I mean, we
It was
know it
walking,
happened
yeah.
for certain. So if you are saying he played on it, and we milk a lot of situations. Let us be realistic. Let us say the truth as it. We milk a lot of situations in this country. I'm speaking specifically in this country.
You be
People
not go and tell
we
Cora
milk-
PD and Justin too.
Like-
You not go and tell Nkechi Blessing and
So-
the like
so-
that are milking their divorce, sadness. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the same time, I feel, okay, this thing actually happened. And like you said, he became better Victoria. I feel his delivery and everything became way better after then. And that's what we are here for. He had the accident. That is just the thing that is set in
It's not
stone.
open GoFundMe.
So, exactly.
Do you understand?
That's my
Like,
point. He wasn't
yeah.
asking for a pity party or sorry or anything. He's just like, okay, it's happened and I'm a public personality. So obviously people are going to know about it.
See, the thing here is this. The first time I heard Victoni was Mariah track featuring Faust the Bad Guy. At that point in time, I knew this guy was going to be a very fantastic artist. And that was the era where the likes of Bella Shmurda and a couple of other artists, the Rema and the likes, were coming out. And these guys were very energetic. Energetic on stage, jumping on stage, and they feel the way the stage manager would say, hey, an artist that can jump from here to here and just scream. Have you noticed when Nigerian artists perform, have you seen a Roga perform, a Rema perform, they basically just jump in and mime into their own songs. And I'm not sure Victoni will want to turn down top dollar to be on a wheelchair for that long, because I remember we're supposed to have an interview with him a couple of weeks before that accident, and in that same accident 2 people died. So there was no way he would, let's assume he came back and he could actually walk, but an accident, people
No, but
died.
we saw the surgery pictures.
Do you
We
understand?
Saw the fractured
So
bones. Like,
you get, so he was on that wheelchair, and for a fact, I can tell you that guy lost a whole lot of money, because there are people, there were shows myself was actually called for, and they say, hey, look, get us also artists, get us like 2-3 artists. I'm like, okay, let me get this guy Victoni, he's good. They're like, it's nice, we love a song, but he won't be able to
He
perform.
won't give the energy that
This
he wants
millions
on
of naira
stage.
we're talking about. So I'm not sure he will want to remain on wheelchair losing money like that. So people will definitely talk. People will definitely talk. The thing is, let them talk why they make the money. As simple as that.
If it's so easy, take the wheelchair and do it.
It's easy to do. Anyways, you can join the conversation by calling in on 0909-848-408, 0909-848-408. Anyway, Mariah Carey is facing a 20. I like this one. It's a 20 million lawsuit for copyright infringements over her iconic song "All I Want for Christmas." How did they sing it?
All I want for Christmas is
I told you that you're the choir ministry.
Yeah, that's singing. Let's produce.
Yeah, so for Christmas is You, the 5-time Grammy Award winner and a co-writer Walter Afanasieff are both being sued by songwriter Andy Stone, who claims he co-wrote a track with the same name in 1989. In legal document filed in Louisiana, Stone states he has never given permission for the song to be used and claims Carey and her collaborators knowingly, willfully, and intentionally engaged in a campaign to infringe his copyright. He has also accused them of acting in a way that was designed to exploit the popularity and unique style of his song, adding that it caused confusion. Released by Carey on the 1994 album Merry Christmas. The song has gone on to become one of the most well-known festive hits and has been streamed more than 1 billion times on Spotify. The album also saw great success, becoming the best-selling US Christmas album of all time, with more than 15 million copies sold worldwide. Anyways, now the reason I said I like this song is like, I keep wondering how someone cannot be cashing out from one song,
Like since
1994. Are you getting it? So I'm like, yes, this is about time. Please, can somebody take small money? Like, yes, because every year.
But is this really valid?
Every year, it's a well.
The lyrics and the style of the song, they are absolutely different. We have Overdose. Now, I just wanted to point out, we have Overdose. We have the one, I think Reminisce has an Overdose song. We have Mavins on an Overdose song. We have Baby, that we have different artists. So is it that when you use the title of a song, it just becomes yours and no other person is allowed to use it?
Was this really about title?
Yes, it's about the title of the song. That's what he's saying.
But he said he co-wrote the song with them, right?
Yeah, no, he co-wrote a song titled
titled
All I Want for Christmas Is You, with the co-writer, with Mariah Carey.
Okay, now I
So he's got a point. So it's like, I co-wrote a song with you. You now went to me Sugar. You and Sugar now did. Like we all spice them up. Do you get? So I think then it has a point. So I beg, can she pay small money, just more?
Why did he take this long though? He should have probably sued.
I think people wait. They want you to have it now. They don't want to come and sue you when you can't. Now they must. If he has valid rights, he has stems, he has all those things, and he can prove that. Look, the songs actually sound alike. Even if the 163 is small, they probably would give him, a little bit or something, but, even close to what he's asking for. So it's very valid. It's very, very valid in my opinion.
Theft of intellectual content and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it should have been sooner than now, though, because him coming out right now he's gonna drag. It's gonna drag.
But now they have money, Sha.
They have money, so it's gonna drag. So if I have that kind of money, Maria and Afanasieff have, I'll probably just make the case a very long one and keep counter-suing.
And guess what? If you find out, you see that this guy's probably been sending letters. They have been ignoring him. Mariah Carey's they're trying to sabotage him, and he didn't want to play dirty. Maybe he was speaking to the co-writer. Co-writer was like, "Can you calm down?" Since 1994, the guy has been calming down. He's calming down like this.
It's possible.
Yeah, so, but at the end of the day, I just want to throw this in there. Who knows that the beat of Last, it don't cast.
He sampled a song. When my friend pointed out that it was, if you see my scream.
I know,
if you see my scream when I realized that it was actually sampled.
That was really smart.
And I hope he took permission, though.
I hope so too.
Because Steph released a song sampling last,
but the thing is this year, I think there's a law that states if you don't take more than 4 bars of a song when you do sampling, because you're allowed to actually sample as a music producer and a music creator. So,
but it was just the beat, like.
If he, I'm sure he was very smart enough not to do more than 4 bars.
No, it's that.
So basically, he might not really take permission, but probably give credit to Tony Braxton and say, hey, look, this is it.
And like, what's it called now? Cultural appropriation, man. We are the denomination now, and we cannot be stealing from. Do you get what I mean? If not Tony Braxton steal Burna Boy now, we go to sue. So Tony Braxton collect from Burna Boy.
Well, Burna Boy is always saying he's got the money. He's the richest artist in Africa, so maybe Tony should sue. So let's see.
Let's see, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how giant you are. You think it's by Ferrari?
You are not nice.
The guy thinks it's by Ferrari. Anyway, big shout out to Burna Boy on his new acquisition of his Ferrari. He said Burna Boy must own the flyest Ferrari in Lagos. Yeah, do you guys agree?
Do you guys think Burna Boy is in constant? You already know where I'm going, I'm sure. Do you feel he's in constant competition with Davido?
No, here's what I feel. Yeah, I feel it's a case of the haves and the have-nots. That's what I feel. So David is just one man, and you have a Burna Boy who feels I need a collaboration from Weezy and some other people to be able to fight this guy. That's every time I see him talk, I feel like, yo, man, can you really stand and head to head with this guy? Yes, he's from a rich home, right? But the money he's getting right now, if you can still equate it to your own and say, okay, hey, look, this guy's also he's getting the bags. So, but I would agree with you, he's in constant, how do I put it, let's say, more like to seek validation, to say, hey, look, I'm bigger than you, but with the help of others. While David is more like, I don't need anybody. It's gonna be just me.
Help of others, though, his family.
I mean, that is the one and all.
That's what the help he needs.
You know, David said something in one of his at Twitter Music, one of his interviews, and he said the O2 Arena performance, the stage, he spent over $400,000 just for stage preparation and everything for the show, and he made $600,000. So like he just made he spent more than he made, so he made like over 200. So which is something I'm like, wow, he spent $400K to make $200K. Now, wow, how is it? And he just said it like, yo, but can Burna do that? Can Weezy? Would Weezy accept to do that?
We talked about this in last week when we said
Weezy na shita boy. Weezy go first to say, oh, mama don't chop, papa don't.
Do you understand?
Yeah, but so, everybody fool.
So I mean, David flying in the baby, right? So Nigeria, give him that 5-star treatment. I'm like, no, I'm not sure any of these guys who want to try that.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, because that's, to me, I felt what David was doing was more like a waste of money, though, because I feel, Baba, you don't need to fly this guy. Just go there.
But that baby did the same thing now. David too has gone and the baby
will
not come
back. No,
yeah.
It's the baby. Do you understand? No, we're talking Nigeria.
This is a typical case of you give to get. And
you get.
It just
but yes,
naturally.
that's money when you spend. If I don't make up times 2.
You get it. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, guys, yes, that's where we say it is a wrap on Tea Time. Of course, thank you to everybody who's been part of the show today. If you're watching at home, you're the real MVP. And please, why you guys not calling? Like, let's talk now. What's in there? My mouth this smell. No, the smell, guys. Let's talk. Anyways, yeah. So big shout out to my co-anchors, of course, the Sugar of Lagos, and my lady, Ellie. All right, nice to have you guys on the show, and of course for your intelligent contributions. And yes, of course, you can join the conversation, by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle, and of course use the hashtag Teatime on all our social media platforms, to drop your comments and all of that. You can also watch Teatime on Outer TV and, of course, in London on Ben Television and StarTimes Channel 308. A big thank you goes out once again to my co-anchors. Thank you guys so much. You guys are too much. And, of course, to everyone who's what. My name is Ifeoluwa Oshike. Let go.